recorded now, yeah, for the interview?
Yeah, man, come on, man. Stop playing, man. I'm ready I'm ready to fight.
Anything you want to tell the public out there?
I am the greatest.
Right, left, you're toothless. And then you say, God damn it.
You got knocked the fuck out, man. Get knocked out, damn.
Word is born, I'ma smoke 'em. You don't make no move. What? Treat it like boxing. Stick and move. Stick and nigga.
Left, right, left, right, left, left, right. And he was out for the night.
You know we need that trademark bark before you depart from our company, man. You know what I mean? Can we get the barking and we're gonna need that bark, you know what I mean?
Oh, man. Jesus Christ, fellas. Dog is coming.
I don't care if he knocked me down, I was ready to go with him. Whatever he wanted to do, I was going to match him. All the way, mate, all the way. Now you might start believing in the Dark Destroyer.
Shout out boxing when I heard you on the radio. I just don't know.
Boxing beats and rhymes, boxing beats and rhymes.
I got knowledge and other brothers lacking.
I don't know if you want to answer. Possible Manny Pacquiao fight with Floyd Mayweather. How you feel about that?
Well, basically, I mean, it's a fight that still has the potential to happen.
I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their claw. There's no one that can match me.
Boxing beats and rhymes, boxing beats and rhymes, boxing beats and rhymes, boxing beats and rhymes.
I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard was in bad trouble with fighting Tommy Hearns. In that first fight, he was in bad trouble, and he overcame the obstacles and came back to get the win. Sugar Ray Leonard was in bad trouble when he fought Donnie Leland, a much bigger, stronger, hard-punching guy.
Yeah.
He overcame the obstacle and came back to win. So boxing is about overcoming.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The way things are set up now, people come to the fight and they dismiss the other guy because they have what is perceived to be the best fighter. I mean, arrogance. I watched the way a lot of trainers come in, you know, Freddie Roach and you know, different guys come into different scenarios because they got the best guy. They come in with an arrogance like, I'm going to win this fight.
Yeah.
I'm with so-and-so. I watched down in New York, this young man that got hurt down there, Magomed Abdul Salamov,
Yes.
fighting Mikey Perez. I trained Mikey Perez in the fight before he fought Magomed. He fought Travis Walker in Germany, and I trained Mikey Perez the last week for the fight. I worked with him the last week. Somehow the trainer couldn't get there, so I took over for him. And I asked some people there in the hotel who was they with, and said, we're with Magomed, you know, but they said it in an arrogant way, and they dismissed Perez.
Right.
And I thought in the back of my mind that they got no idea who they're in there with, because I worked with that kid in the Travis Walker fight. And I'm telling you, in my mind, I said, well, how could they dismiss this guy and they don't know? I worked with him in the Travis Walker fight. He broke one hand, then broke the other hand, and he kept on pushing. He was trying to take Walker out of there. The fight went the distance, but it was a tough fight. So a lot of times, if you got the guy, a lot of trainers are being given fighters. You know, I'm a high profile trainer.
Yeah.
All right, and I've seen them give Freddie Roach, Gil Clancy, going down the line. You know, Emmanuel Stewart. You know, a lot of guys are given fighters because of who they are. Now they got Andre Ward's trainer. They're giving him fighters now. A lot of guys are being given fighters because of their high-profile status. But the fact of the matter is they can't train all of those fighters. They can't train all of those fighters. So let somebody else take the fight and do better with them.
Yeah.
If you're a trainer and you got 6 or 7 high-profile fighters, how can you do the job? Amir Khan walked out of the Freddie Roach camp.
Yeah.
You understand? Because Freddie can't possibly do the job. You can't get the lines blurred when you're training fighters. Every fighter has a specific need that has to be addressed. So me being a trainer, I want to work with 3 guys. and I'm pushing it if I work with 4 guys. If I'm at that level, I want to work with 3 guys because I can concentrate on those 3 guys. But if you give me 7 fighters, how can I actually do a good job?
Boy.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the alley camp back in the alley days, then, man. So you ran in them days when you were there. Do you actually? Let me talk about. Do you see Sugar Ray Robinson fight? Or it was a
No, I didn't see Sugar Ray Robinson fight, only on film, and nobody really saw Robinson at his very best, which was at welterweight.
Yeah.
You understand? We saw the films we see is at middleweight, but nobody really got a chance to look at him at welterweight. That's where he was really at the top of his game.
I saw two. There's 2 films out there. There's Charlie Fisseri, and there's Bobby Dykes, which has recently surfaced, and it was a 10-round fight for a milk fund at the time, and he even though he was the welterweight champion at the time, and that's the footage there. I've got the whole thing, like I uploaded it because I got it from someone, and you could see how good he was. He was a class above everyone.
You know what's scary? You know what's scary about Sugar Ray Robinson is they say he was a beast at welterweight, but they say he was even more of a beast before he killed that guy. Before he killed the guy, they say he was even more of a beast. So
the Irish guy, yeah?
Yeah, Doyle. He killed that guy.
Yeah, that'll do it. You know, I always pray before and after a fight, specifically for the fight. You understand? I pray anyway. You understand? I pray every single day. I pride myself on that. My life means prayer. But when I get ready to go to a fight, I pray the night before, in the evening before we go to that ring. I don't never want to experience that. I don't want nobody to get hurt. This is a sport. And I'd rather stop a fight too soon than stop it too late. People were critical of me because I stopped the fight between Monty Barrett versus Nikolai Valua. But I felt that, you know, Monty had given his best in that fight. He was tiring, and Nikolai was beginning to land punches. I don't think Nikolai at 7'2", 368 pounds, was a big puncher. But he was a big man. And when my guy started tiring, I was watching his legs. I was watching his reaction. I nearly stopped it around before that because Monty went down. But, you know, you got different people, even though I was the lead trainer, you got different people, you know, got their hands on my shoulder, saying, no, let him go. Let's see what he do. Let's see what happens. No, I think he's going to get up, you know. So they're interjecting different things that's deterring me from stopping this fight.
Man.
Looking back, I wish I had stopped the fight 2 rounds before that. Because he was tired.
I was just going to say that. If anything, you could have stopped it earlier. Because after that last knockdown, he didn't need to be fighting that guy anymore. That fight, it was over. There was no way you stopped that fight there's just no way. No way.
Looking back, I thought that I should have stopped the fight 2 rounds before I did. But I motioned to the referee in the left. I made a motion. We made contact with our eyes. And I waved my hands and told him, no, that's it. And the referee basically waved back at me like, wait a minute, just wait a minute, let's see what happens. That's when I got up and walked into the ring. I climbed into the ring and said, no, you don't tell me to wait. I'm telling you to stop the fight. I'm the chief trainer. The fight's over. I had to step in the ring and come between the referee, Nikolai, and Monty. I had to come between them. And Monty at that time was still telling me, I don't want to stop. I got this guy. I said, no, the fight's over. Monty wanted to keep fighting. He's a fighter, and he's a stubborn guy, and he wants to fight, but he's a very respectful man to me.
Yeah,
He's one of the most respectful men that I've ever trained.
Mm.
Very respectful, very respectful. When I tell him to do something, he does it. He doesn't argue with it. I looked in his eyes and said, no, the fight's over. And he looked at me and said, okay.
Yeah.
So I fight, you know, and I'm satisfied with my vision. I wish that I had stopped it 2 rounds earlier.
You saved his health, man.
Yeah, I mean, we talk daily to this day, you know, and he talks. You talk to, you think you're talking to a senator or something, you know?
Yeah.
We talked to him. We talked to him like last year. He's a very respectful guy. He was telling about the Hay fight and you know what happened in that fight.
If I was with him, if I was there and I was in camp with Latimer when he took that fight, if I was there, I'm not saying that he would have beat David Hay, but he would have did a far better job. I thought they knocked David Hay out in that fight.
Yeah, well, David got
Hay
in his
was
head.
knocked out in that fight. Hay was knocked out. The referee did Hay a whole lot of favors in that fight. Hay was knocked out. When Monty put Hay down, you watch the fight. Hay goes over to the other ring. The guy talking to Monty, Hay goes over and goes to one knee. I'm saying, what the heck is this?
He was hurt.
He was done.
He was hurt. He took
He
a
was
long
hurt.
time to get back up. I don't think people saw that. He stood on that knee for a long time.
Yes.
And they didn't count.
And the guy's talking to Monty. I'm saying, this guy's in another corner. He's knocked out. He's on his knees. And that was a legal shot.
It was a legal shot. It was a legal shot.
So I think that if Monty and I had collaborated on that, you know, I think we could have did better in the fight. He would have been. First of all, he was half cocked when he came in the ring. He's just too amped up.
Yeah, he jumped over the rope and slipped over. It all went wrong
Yeah,
from there.
David Hay got in his head, didn't it? You said, remember he told us, Beats. David Hay got in his head.
Monty Barrett is the kind of guy that wants to let people know I'm coming to fight. I'm coming to do a great job. They should have just calmed him down a little bit before he came in and bring him back to his senses, and he would have boxed better. He was just running into punches, getting hit by David, you know. And you can't blame David for doing his job, but Monty facilitated that, you know, by just jumping in, doing different things. But Monty is a good puncher. He's a really good puncher.
Yeah,
you know.
is.
David was hurt in that fight. That referee in that fight was terrible. The referee was terrible. I mean, terrible. David was doing all kinds of illegal stuff, and this guy kept getting in Monty's face, telling him, you can't do this, you can't do that, this is what you're doing wrong. What about David? David was hitting on the break. He was hitting behind the head. He was doing all kinds of things.
But in fairness to David Hay, he landed some big punches on Monty, man. He could have took. You could say there was a case that he took maybe just enough, you know, to call it a night. He took some big punches and he was on the floor about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he was. He was. And like I said, he facilitated that, jumping in, trying to, you know, throw random punches. You know, he was playing the lottery. Instead of boxing, he was playing the lottery. You know, winging those punches, trying to land, and David was counter-punching them good. So.
Yeah.
Well,
what do you think of David Hay?
I think that David Hay is a really big puncher. But, you know, it's a question of David's chin. God giveth and God taketh away. You know?
What you mean by that? That sounds funny,
God given the same thing with Roger Mayweather. A lot of guys don't take a shot good. You know, most punches you find don't take good punches.
Hey,
very, if you look at history, very rarely do you find big punches that can take a punch. And then when you find the guys that can't punch, those are the guys that take the punch. Just look through history and you'll find them, you know?
Yeah.
Sonny Liston wasn't amongst that. Mike Tyson wasn't amongst that.
Yeah. When Vladimir fought David Hay, right? In your opinion, because we was just talking about it not too long ago. In your opinion, and this is what I saw. I saw David Hay was running. He was scared of Vladimir, and he want no part of him. When he takes, go on.
David got hit on the shoulder blade. He got hit with a right hand, and I think in the second or third round. I don't remember what round it was. In the second or third round, Vladimir threw a right hand and hit David on the shoulder blade, and I thought that punch really hurt David. David eyes open as big as a chestnut. He said, "No, I gotta go. No, that's not happening." Because he had that look in his face that if he hits me, if he hits me with that punch that he just hit me on my shoulder blade with, he's gonna knock me out.
Yeah, so that's right.
Instinctively, he said, "I gotta move. I gotta run. I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm not gonna get knocked out here tonight." This whole effort, people don't understand about boxing. People don't understand when a guy is in the ring and he's determined. His sole purpose of being in that ring is when he's determined. He says, "Listen, I am not going to get knocked out tonight." When a guy has that kind of purpose, most of the time he's right. He's not going to get knocked out because he's not going to put himself in a position to get knocked out. And that's what David's purpose was that night. Not his little toe, It was his little chin.
He didn't want it with Vlad that night. He didn't want it.
You was there though. You was there. This is what I saw. He knew he was gonna get knocked out. I don't know why. Why? And the thing is, yeah, why do you think he'd want to fight the other brother who's more trouble? In my opinion, he's more aggressive. How you think
Yeah,
he's against Vitaly?
For the money.
See, he don't want to win. He just wants to fight for the money, right?
Yeah, because fighting Vitaly is like jumping out of the frying pan into the fire.
That's what. Thank you. That's exactly what I said. I said it's even worse. Why would you want to fight Vitaly? That's why Vitaly probably didn't take the fight because.
Did you see the fight between Ariola and Vitaly Klitschko?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mismatch.
Did you hear what Ariola said after the fight?
Woody, I can't remember exactly the words. Remind us.
He said, "I'm sorry to my Mexican fans." He said, "But he was hitting me hard, man. He was hitting me hard." expletive.
Swearing. Yeah.
Hard. He was hitting me very hard. And I'm sorry, but I got to get out of here.
Oh, dear.
He was basically, look, I took all I could take. Y'all can't ask no more from me than what I gave y'all. You know, this guy's hit me hard.
But he didn't actually quit, though. He didn't actually quit. Or didn't his corner stop it or something?
I didn't blame him. I didn't blame him. I felt sorry for him. I said, man, you need to get out of there because this guy, I mean, you saw when Vitaly fought Adamat?
Yeah. Yep.
No, the worst one, I'll tell you the worst beating
he carried that. He could have knocked Adamat out, but he didn't. He beat him up from early. He just he's beating him.
The referee walked up to Adamat and said, hey, listen, do you want to go to the corner or do you want me to carry you? Adamat said, no, I can walk.
Yeah.
Adamat's expression said, I can walk by myself. I'm getting out of here.
I tell you what, man. I tell you who he gave the worst beating in recent times. That was Shannon Briggs. He gave Shannon a beating, man. That was horrible, man. And Shannon took it for 12.
Shannon and I talk every day and every night. Shannon Briggs is my guy. I trained Shannon Briggs for the Ray Mercer fight. And he fought another African dude named Abraham O'Kine.
Yeah.
Shannon got to be one of the most compliable boxers that I've ever trained in my life. We get along like peanut butter and jelly, you know?
Yeah.
And he's just an easy guy to train. He has skills. Right now, he's preparing for a comeback. He's been training for the last 6-7 months, and he looks in good shape. I think he's 41 years old, and he said that he's going to give it another run. He said he thinks he can be the heavyweight champion of the world.
Damn, he was a lineal at one time. Reminder,
Yeah, he was the lineal champion when he beat Foreman. Because technically Foreman didn't lose the lineal championship in the ring. You know?
Right.
So
right.
He was the lineal champion.
He don't need to prove anything. He was a linear champion. But I guess he thinks he needs to come back and... if he needs to come back, he needs to come back. But wow,
he's coming back because he thinks he can win. I know him good. I talk with him every day and every night. He's coming back because he thinks he can win, and that's a big thing with fighters or anybody. You have to think. You have to see yourself in that role to be able to do it.
Yeah, your visual impression of yourself is probably the most important thing as a fighter. If you don't see yourself with that belt, you're probably not going to get there.
I saw something on the internet yesterday or something where Tim Bradley said, Floyd Mayweather is the best pound for pound. I said, wow, that did a whole lot for my confidence in you.
Why?
I mean, you gonna say that Floyd Mayweather is the best pound for pound? You ain't fought him yet?
But he pound for pound, he ain't Bradley don't consider himself, but in his weight class. If it was a different question, he might have just answered it differently. Who's the best in my weight class? But I don't think he's a pound for pound guy. Bradley, in the pound for pound, yeah, Mayweather's the best. That's the truth. But I don't think he's the best in his weight class, though. I mean, Bradley got argument,
Well, I don't think he should have said that.
Okay, fair enough.
I agree.
You don't think? I
mean, come on, man. You can't say that. You think that Floyd Mayweather is the best pound for pound fighter in the world? No. You say that after you've been beaten by him. But leading up to the gate, I mean, you got people, you got fans too that follow you. You're an undefeated fighter.
Yeah.
And a very tough fighter, very durable fighter. You know?
Yeah.
Don't say that, even if you think, excuse me for 1 minute, please. Y'all talk to each other. I'll be right back. EastsideBoxing.com.
Yeah.
BoxingTalk.com.
Yeah, Fight Hype and that.
FightNews.com. FightHype.com.
Yeah.
And I noticed that these people interview the same people all of the time.
Yeah, they do.
And that's biased. It's biased because they get one spin. It's like they're giving them head or something, you know? You know what I'm saying? Give me a break, man.
Yep.
You know, y'all just getting one spin on everything. You know, sometimes you have 4, 5, 6, 7 articles on Freddie Roach. You know what I'm saying? You have 4, 5, 6 articles on Floyd Mayweather's senior.
Yeah.
You know, the world of boxing is bigger than that, man.
Yep.
You know, you should have interviews from all around the world.
That's
you
what
know,
we do.
provided that they have translators and stuff. You know, boxing is a big world, it's a big community, and the people want to hear. So I'll always be there for you guys because you guys are giving me a forum to express what I feel. You got people in the Hall of Fame now. People, I don't want to mention no names, but there are people in the Hall of Fame that haven't earned the right to be there.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And you got guys like Eddie Mustafa Muhammad and Iran Barkley who are not there. And I said, what? How could you not? Here go Barkley beat the great Thomas Hearn twice in his prime.
Yeah, beat him twice.
Yeah, beat him
He's
twice.
He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Here go Eddie Mustafa Muhammad who has fought some brutally hard fights.
Yes.
And he's not in the Hall of Fame. And you got commentators that's in the Hall of Fame. Freddie Roach is in the Hall of Fame. Huh?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
He lost
what
it
has
with
he
Rocky.
done, though?
Yeah, Rocky. When they put Rocky in there, man, I done with it, man. I done with it. When they put Rocky in there, and Arturo Gatti, I'm gonna name it. Arturo Gatti and Rocky, they shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. They shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame before the guys that you just mentioned. There's no way.
Well, look. How about what's his name? Ira Robinson out of Philadelphia, who beat Gotti twice in his prime.
Ivan Robertson, from Philly. Yeah, for
We
real.
spoke to him too.
He beat
easily.
Yeah.
Twice in his prime.
Yeah, he outboxed them. But yet they keep talking about them every time on HBO.
You have different things. You got another kid out of Indiana. His name is Harold Brazier. You ever heard of him?
Yes, Harold Brazier. Yes, he fought Mildred
Harold
Taylor.
Brazier. That won the world title but fought everybody. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he should be.
So my question is
Mildred Taylor in the Hall of Fame?
Huh?
Mildred Taylor in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
Oh shit, that's disgusting.
The Hall of Fame. You know what the Hall of Fame is like? It's like the Grammys. It doesn't mean nothing to me.
Yeah, it means nothing to me. It's an appointment because you've given the right person some head.
Yeah.
It's a political appointment